out, be his place. He don't wanna be saved, don't save him. That is not my don't claim him. About 20 missed calls, he faded. White boy wasted, Channing Tatum. He don't wanna be kept, don't keep him. He don't want the paper, then don't keep him. I don't get left from here.
That's why you got that yellow hat with a gold hat on.
I got represent. It went from summer to winter in 48 hours.
I mean, Chicago is so, well, the Midwest is so bipolar.
Like a mug.
Oh my!
Don't worry about it. It's gonna be 65 tomorrow.
That's right. Welcome to Smooth Sailing with AJ Sand, the show for Generation X, right here on my radio Chicago. It's on the Support District Radio Network, where it is what, my people?
More than radio.
We are once again back on a Monday night, and let me tell you, my weekend was lit.
You sound like JJ Evans. It was dynamite.
Yeah. See, unnecessary things we do on others' matches. So we
Might as well.
we like to really have a start our show off by having by talking about what we did over the weekend. As you can see, we have a young man in our studios, and that's a find. And wow, it's first time meeting this young man. He's my nephew, so automatic nephew. So we're gonna introduce him in a minute. But I want to start off, man, with Dre Jeff, Vice Pres Dre Jeff. And by the way, Shamika has the night off tonight. All right. So before you start, though, tonight's show is brought to you by Nancy's Home Care. Nancy's Home Care, helping people, changing lives. Go to www.nancyshomecare.com to get the needs for your loved ones. All right, let's go. Dre Jeff, how was your weekend?
A little tired, man. Only had one day off and went in today. Other than that, man, I'm here, man. I did have a strange occurrence yesterday, man. My I can't live without my TV. And I went to bed and the TV broke. I had to go get a whole new TV.
Oh wow.
So, but other than that, man, everything is everything, man. Can't complain, man.
Okay.
Can't complain.
Good stuff. That's just regular.
Just regular.
Aside from TV.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a
Mo
question?
Green.
Hold on.
Come on.
Dre Jeff, how did TV break, man?
I don't know. I went to bed and then it wasn't on no more.
Whatever. Oh, that happened to me once.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to bed and I tried to cut the TV.
Any movement?
Shut your ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mo Green.
Wait a minute. He get this.
Oh man, come on, man.
How was your weekend, my brother?
Well, as you can see, my weekend was beautiful. I got next to me, over here to my left, I got the third oldest of the 7 Gs, Mr. Keontae. And like I said, you will meet him in a minute.
Yeah. Look like his twink.
But I'm
this is how he looks like Mo Green looked when we were in high school. Just put the beard on him now. That's how Mo Green looked back then.
No, he looked better.
Man, go play in traffic. But actually, it started off Good Friday. It was warm, so I barbecued. I threw something on the grill.
And you ain't called nobody?
Well, look,
Sure did.
okay. Let's get this out right now. It wasn't like that. Like I said,
I brought my own meat.
I mean, understand. I get all that. But like I said, it was the third to the oldest of the 7 Gs being here. So it was kind of, little family, intimate thing. Like I said, man, we got the whole damn summer. You know how we get down, man. Don't. Okay. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, it was good. Like I said, did domestic thing. You see what I'm saying? Start cleaning up. Start washing today. Went to work yesterday. Yeah, and we got a lot of firsts in Chicago with the high school sports, man, and I can't wait. It's going down in sports. And before we go any further, I want to shout out to my man Orlando Craig, all the way out there in California. He is a former Diet alumni. So this one is especially for you, my man.
Indeed. D. He's supposed to get the fake clap.
I did it already.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, you already did.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
I didn't see the light on.
Okay, no, he on his job, press. He on his job,
How was
press.
your weekend, press?
My weekend was fantastic. I did absolutely nothing. That's why I was lit. So I did do over the weekend. I helped Popcorn. Shout out to Popcorn. Check him out. He has the best popcorn in the city. So we went. We were at the old post office downtown.
Okay.
We did an event.
Okay.
A lot of people were there. Business owners. It was the legacy event. And it was like a great annual. Shout out to DJ B-Side, my man's B-Side. He was down there doing this thing. So yeah, it was that, and then pretty much that's it. I bowled. And
What you do? Come on now.
What you do?
It was.
He didn't do too well.
I did average.
He didn't do too well.
Not enough to win, but I did average.
Oh,
My
okay.
average is over the past weeks has been about 210.
Okay,
That's above.
Okay.
Average. Average is like 150, 170.
No, in terms of bowling, though, there's a median called average. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, I know I'm a below. I average about a 60.
oh yeah,
okay.
bowling is what I do. So
Yeah.
it's,
52 pins ahead of me.
anybody want to challenge the president? And some,
Only one that's
games,
gonna challenge you is
let's
Mr. Sean Calhoun.
Calhoun has a chance against me. Calhoun does. He's a great bowler. You know, he's a great bowler. You know, CC can bowl.
Yeah.
Beverly.
But I know Beverly can go.
Of course, I got Sean. You know what I'm saying? And then
Marcus.
Big Marcus, both Marcus.
That
You know what I'm
bum
saying?
Donnell Brown.
Donnell Brown is a bum, but he can bowl. He can bowl. Beverly Mayberry Peppers is the best she can bowl too. So yeah, anybody want to get out, let us know. We'll make that happen. So all right, tonight's show, we're talking about women. We're celebrating Women's History Month, right? And I've been kind of beat up lately. Not as of late, talking to the women, and women think, well, AJ, you bash women. And I don't want to do that because I love y'all so much. So it's Women's History Month, and we're going to celebrate by showcasing some things and, just displaying what women have done, just period, in sports, in journalism, things like that. So when we come back, we're going to start off. I'm going to let Dre Jeff take the floor when we come back, and you're gonna tell us about the assignment I gave you when we make our return back to the show. All right. Well, we explain the nephew how it goes.
We didn't
Mr.
ask
Green?
nephew.
Well, his daddy right there. What you want me to do?
Anyway, look, nephew, check this out. When we go on our breaks, he's gonna shout 1, 2, 3, and after he shouts 1, 2, 3, we're gonna say it's more than radio. Now he gonna try to say it. He gonna say it in English. He might try to say it in Spanish. He might say it backwards. He might not say it at all. But you got to be on point. So just watch your dad and my cue, and then you be on point. All right.
Now, since he's a sibling of Speaker of the House, if he messes up, you get fined double because
Ain't that some boy? That sound like some POTUS stuff right now.
Oh,
Hail Trump. 1, 2, 3.
it's more than radio.
Right back, y'all. And yes, hail Trump.
Boys, feel us. We make the whole world say, Theo, where me on Ringo? Chicago, get up. Crystal Jones. Molly, baby. Piece of cash. We make the whole chill. I got the remedy. I got the recipe. I got a whole lot of skills, like Frank Vanilla, no catching me. Always tiger at will, no need to question me. I always pick up my bills first and go get my pedigree. I gotta take the initiative. Got a lot of people that depend on me. Trying to wake up if you sleep on me, but the Lego down if you scheme on me. I'm trying trying to change up my ways. I know what's some good and what's left of me. Damn. I do this shit for the game. Too bad to look down.
No matter, we stick to that business. I for my sisters and brothers that's with it. We winning. I laugh at the hate. I don't see competition. Just look at the vision. We took off. These just make us they been off. You late, don't get sent off. Ready for war and it feel like a kickoff from Clipperton. Yeah, they got me big dog. With the team, cause I get your picked off. Cold blooded, flooded to sing with that new. Can't understand how we move with that blueprint. No time for the task, I'd never be true. And I win with the team and no such thing as losing. The team of gorillas and we all go stupid. These rap, we stop with that bull. Cool.
It's your boy S. Fearless. We make the whole world say, we go. Chicago, get up. Crystal Jones. Molly, baby. Piece of cash. We make the whole I got the remedy. I got the recipe. I got a whole lot of skills, like Frank Vanilla, no catching me. I always tiger at will, no need to question me. I always pay all my bills first and go get more pedigree. I got to take the initiative. Got a lot of people that depend on me. Trying to wake up if you sleep on me, but the lay down if you scheme on me. I'm trying to change up my ways. I know what's some good and what's left of me. I do this for the game. Too bad to look down.
No matter, we stick to that business. I for my sisters and brothers that's with it. We winning. I laugh at the hate. I don't see competition. Just look at the vision. We took off. These just make us they been off. You late, don't get sent off. Ready for war and it feel like a kickoff from Clipperton. Yeah, they got me big dog. With the team, cause I get your picked off. Cold blooded, flooded to sing with that new. Can't understand how we move with that blueprint. No time for the task, I'd never be true. And I win with the team and no such thing as losing. The team of gorillas and we all go stupid. These rap, we stop with that bull. Remain at the top, losing.
They counted me out, but I count me in. One in front of the zero that make a 10. It don't matter the obstacles that's against me. I still be taking initiative. I be blessing the ones that be working. And I'm counting them up, that's for certain. Those that hate it, they feelings be hurting. Gotta see me before they close the curtain. Yo, it's nothing, I'm built for this. Thinking I'm stopping ridiculous. And just stay running, all gas. Ain't getting money, I'll pass. Don't go against me, fall fast. I don't suggest that you try that. Stay on my good side, I'm telling you. And I promise it'll be incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the topic. I'm gonna back up and I get fixed. Pretty getting poured in. I'm feeling the mix. My initiative is serious as it get. I don't need a position to put a name on this. Sugar that I'm the you know what's gonna be when the bomb involved. She gon' switch, everything is involved. You know I'm at if I'm in the car. Been in the whip and I'm gonna take off. Come around, but you can't keep up. And it's about what pick up. Come out, stand in the box for your bag. Working down with my feet kicked up. I'm tucked over east in the cup with the drive. It ain't over. Molly, baby, kiss your cat. Let's get it.
I am the goat, I am the way, I am the truth. They gon' do as I say. Queen of the rap, I'm the best that they hate. Keep your cash, bitch, I city the great. Standing on big business, the minutes, no business. Forever putting in that work. Get used to it, game. For you lame, I'm that big old in the skirt. Catch up with me, I be going in the wind. All I do is win. Mischeck a bag with my pen. Never going broke again. Can't get back the time that I spend. So no, I ain't got nothing to waste. If it ain't about the goo, I shoot. Please get the fuck out my face. But on the gas, I hit that exhaust. Making boss moves, I pay what it costs. Lost a lot of love, but nothing was lost. I got to keep going, leave me at the top. Molly, baby, you know I'm the queen of the West. Shot you know that I'm repping the best. Right out the mud and I came up fresh and I don't do no talking. If they ain't got the check, that's right. Stuck in my ways, sheesh, just watch how I play. Took the initiative now, they say I'm a threat. Try to sleep on me, I'm waking them up. Stepping on next. Say what? Say it with your chest. Get used to it, we up next. Let's go. My dog, what's up?
Yo, it's the Blizz Effect, and we got brand new heat on our radar. Shy Blizz crown holder featuring Ben One. Something different. Stream, download, add to your playlist.
Show me something. I think I seen it all.
That's right, Shopliz Crown Holder featuring Been One, something different. Make sure you follow on all social sites at Shopliz. That's CHIBLIZZ. Something different.
Hey now, hey now, hey now, it's that girl Olivia. Check out Inglewood BU's new single, I Know Mama, produced by 99. Go get it.
So tell me why we riding through the burbs today, mama. Acting like we ain't 63rd today, mama. Just thoughts in my head. I never say to mama, she a whoops ass. Daddy too, we never play with mama. And back to the curb, we swerve no destination. Really, she just dreaming, we ain't know it then. She used to pick us up from school, show up, no reservations. We gotta see these cribs and they probably gonna show again. Now she ain't gon' bad, but she gotta see it. Halfville be out the hood, I halfway not. I mean, I'm decent. But I could be out the park, hooping with T.Y., so I'm halfway not silly. Then I can hang with her any day. If I let my mind breathe, she just wanna escape. I know it's from England, where we sleep and we be. But if we try to set it box, you won't.
Streaming now on all platforms. Go download it today. Inglewood BU.
It's the world's greatest. It's the world's greatest. World's greatest.
I am a mountain. I am a tall tree. Oh, I am a swift wind sweeping the country. I am a river down in the valley. Oh, I am a vision. And I can see clearly. If anybody asks you who I am, just stand up tall, look them in the face and say, I'm that star up in the sky, I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it. I'm the world's greatest. And I'm that little bit of hope when my back's up against the ropes. I can feel it. I'm the world's greatest.
I will never beat R. Kelly, not his music, because he is a musical genius. And, you know, again, no one's condoning that.
No.
Let's get that out there.
Agree.
And the thoughts and views on our show, which is Smooth Sailing on AJ Sam, the show for Generation X, are not necessarily the thoughts and views of My Radio Chicago or the Support District Radio Network.
Okay.
All right, and welcome back, everyone.
Yeah.
Myself, Trey Chef Mo Green, and that's the third of the 7 Gs.
Yes, third oldest.
The third oldest. He looked like your twin. I'm telling you, it is unbelievable. You know, this guy. How old are you, nephew?
26, about to be 27.
Yes, sir. I mean, voice deeper than your dad's. You know what I'm saying?
I keep telling, I ain't scared.
Welcome back. We're celebrating Women's History Month, and we're going to start off with the vice president. See, I give these guys assignments, right? And they've been coming through for the past, since they've been on the show. I mean, coming through. So I just want to make sure that they're on their toes from now on. And I give them these assignments. Now, there's heavy penalties if these assignments don't get done. I think that's one of the reasons why they do them so quickly, because they know I'm being the ass about it. So
yeah, especially when
short notice.
You're right. You're giving it to us last minute or whatever, you know. So I just learned how to be ready.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just go ahead and do my stuff.
Pretty
'cause
much.
He ain't gonna. What time was it? He texted this morning, 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Get this done or whatever. See you on the radio. But
Yeah.
this about it.
I mean, you know, that's how it is when you're president. You got to get out of order and move on to the next.
Wait a minute, and I'm the oldest in here, so I don't appreciate you talking to me like that.
I'm sorry.
Respect your elders.
You got the floor, my brother.
All right, y'all. We're gonna talk about this young lady, and I think every male in this room had a crush on this woman because you used to see her every night.
Vanessa Del Rio.
Who? Vanessa Del Rio. Yes.
I'm gonna talk about Vanessa Del Rio. Off air, we'll talk about.
She's done so much.
You're right.
That's
She's done big things.
Yes,
you know,
in the community.
Right.
See, that's why they say we do what we do.
I'm talking about Diane Burns.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
I'm talking about Diane Burns.
She was all the sex.
Yes, she was born September 29th, 1958 in Cleveland, Ohio. Is a former television news anchor and a 9-time Emmy Award winner. She's best known for her years as primetime weekday anchor for two Chicago television stations. Burns appeared in several major movies, at least one television dramatic series. She's the first African American woman to anchor a primetime news in Chicago. She entered Chicago TV market as a reporter and a successful career as a newspaper journalist, and she earned her advanced degree in journalism at Columbia University in New York. Okay. She worked from 1985 to 2003. She was 5 and 10 o'clock weekday news anchor, American Broadcasting Company, which is
ABC. We can say that.
Okay, Chicago.
They pay us a little bit.
Chicago, where she was the highest paid television news professional before joining WBBM in 2003 as a weekday from 5, 6, and 10 news anchoring until leaving WBBM in 2008. WBBM is operated by CBS and all that stuff, whatever. So shout out to her or whatever, because you know she was like one of the first black anchors to open the doors for people like Cheryl Burton,
another
Val
great,
Warner,
another great.
all open the doors for them to be successful in this career, where at one point, you know, when we was little kids, we was watching people like Fahey Flynn.
Right.
Good
evening,
right,
Fahey Flynn.
I'm Fahey Flynn.
Yeah, right. You know, looking like Colonel Sanders, right. John Drury, and all of them. But she's opened the door where, you know, where she can stand up and say, "Hey, ladies, we can do this." You know, look
can't
where I'm
forget
at.
Tamron Hall. Oh my God.
Tamron Hall. Yeah, Tamron Hall.
Yes.
Open the door. Even even the doors like for Oprah, even though Oprah got on, but she, you know, she was doing her little local thing, and then sometime in the 90s she just went national and took off. So you know,
shout out to Oprah.
just shout out to Oprah. And so, but shout out to Diane Burns, because that was the local, like, you know, I met her.
You did? Did you shake her hand?
Yes, I did.
You touched Diane Burns.
It was like 1989.
Oh, you was a kid.
Yeah, I was a kid.
You didn't realize who she was.
Oh, I knew who she was.
You did?
Oh, I know. I knew who she was.
Yeah,
and she
we
was
had
at the Taste Chicago. That's when they used to have the week-long taste or whatever, where it was really good, not this crap that they got out now. I shook her hand or whatever, and you know, she was a very nice person, very nice, very, you know, gentle person. So
be nice, Dre Jeff. Be nice.
You know what? Step
Good
up to
stuff,
the plate.
man. Awesome sauce, man. You did a fantastic job showcasing Miss Diane Burns. And again, we are celebrating Women's History Month. And tonight's show is brought to you by Nancy's Home Care, another amazing woman helping people, changing lives. Go to nancyshomecare.com. Also, I want to shout out to our girl, Viva, the opinionated Capricorn. That's our girl. She said hello, and hello, y'all, knowledge, Miss Viva. You can tell she went to CVS.
What up,
No, just kidding.
dude?
What's up, baby? And shout out to the V, y'all, class of 1990.
In the building.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Mo Prism.
Yes, sir.
Now, again, celebrating Women's History Month. I have these gentlemen doing fantastic work. Their journalism skills are definitely on the rise. So just so you know, there you go. All right. Sporting the Grays jersey. That's awesome.
Yes. And we're going to get into that a little bit later, because before I was given this assignment, I already had did one. And we're going to talk about a young lady named Miss Tony. And we're going to get into that later on in sports. But right now, we're going to turn to the world of law. We're going to talk about Miss Ida Platt.
Okay.
Where it was a first in Chicago and a first in Illinois. Miss Ida Platt was born in Chicago in 1863. Miss Platt became the first African-American woman to earn an Illinois law license and the first African-American woman to graduate from Chicago College of Law in 1894. Miss Platt worked her way through law school, employed as a law reporter and stenographer in the law offices of Jesse Cox, a Chicago white attorney who specialized in patent law. Upon her admission into the bar in June of 1894, Ms. Platt began working in the office of Mr. Joseph Washington Arrett, a Chicago white attorney and former high school classmate. Now, I want to point out, I'm glad I chose this because if you notice that in a paragraph it mentioned white people twice. I'm not going to say it's good and bad in everybody. So you need some help from time to time. And early on in this young lady's career, she worked for, if you say the man, to get what she needed to go. Now, I'm continuing.
All right. I like this.
In Arrett's downtown office, she specialized in probate and real estate law and developed a large clientele of foreigners due to her fluency in German and French. Platt later opened her own law office on Van Buren Street, where she practiced from 1906 to 1910. She continued to practice law both from her own office in the North American Building on State Street, which she opened in 1911, and from her home in Hyde Park until 1928. At the age of 65, Platt married and relocated to England, where she passed away in 1939. Miss Ida Platt remained the only African-American woman lawyer in the state of Illinois until 1920. Now, like I said, it was a first for a Black woman in Chicago and Illinois. And from time to time, we need help from people. So let's not put ourselves in a box because everyone needs some help. Listen to Jay-Z, listen to Warren Buffett. They said it best. They said, I wasn't smart enough, so I surrounded myself with people. She went and worked for the man twice, went on to open up her own law office, and then moved to England. So hats off to Miss Ida Platt.
Man. Boy, I tell you, you guys got me emotional over here. You know what I'm saying?
You're a crybaby anyway, shut up.
Man, great journalism. Great journalism, man. You guys, I'm telling you, that was good stuff. I never knew about the Platt, about Ida Platt.
Me neither.
Platt.
Ida Platt.
Me neither.
Incredible. We're celebrating Women's History Month. You just heard Dre Jeff and Mo Green display some awesome women. And, you know, I just want to, when we come back, we're not going on break yet, but I'm going to point out a woman, disc jockey or DJ.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Who's a pioneer and things like that. And, we happen to have the same name. I'll give you a hint on that. All right. Listen, we're talking about women. We're celebrating women and how much we love them. So I want to talk to you guys about my little research that I did on how to love women. We need to know how to do this. I mean, I'm glad that the young lad is sitting here today because he's going to get a lesson on how to love these women. We're going to start off with a couple of them now. Mo Green, Dre Jeff, you know how y'all get, so just relax. Now,
let's just get on to the damn questions.
Well, here we go. Now,
statements, whatever the hell.
Loving a woman involves understanding her individual needs. Would you agree, ladies? I know y'all like, already, but I get it. And expressing love through actions and words that resonate with her, building emotional intimacy, and fostering a strong, trusting relationship. Now, Kay, you heard that, right? You got a girlfriend, brother?
No, not at the moment.
After tonight, you will. All right. Now, here's some breakdown. This is some real stuff I researched. Now, we have to understand a woman's needs, right? And here's how we do this. Everyone should pay attention. Pay attention to her preferences and communication style. What makes her feel loved and appreciated? Does she respond better to words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, gifts, or physical touch? Those are the love languages, right? What's your love language, Dre Jack?
What's my love language?
Should we call Kim and ask? Because you love calling your wife.
Mhm.
Hey, Kim.
You know what? Y'all full of shit. What's my love language? My love language is, I guess I like to tell jokes.
Mhm.
Well,
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna take these off so y'all can see the sincerity in my eyes.
yeah, whatever, man. They look bloodshot. You been drinking all night?
No, man.
No, but
I took a shot earlier.
no, I like.
What's your love language? Dre?
I like to tell jokes. I like to be understood.
So now here they are. Words of affirmation sounds like that's what your love language is.
Mhm,
Quality time,
mhm,
acts of service,
mhm.
gifts, or physical touch.
I don't really need the gifts.
So what's your love language? Sounds like to me words of affirmation.
Yeah.
You want to hear this. You want to hear, hey baby, thank you, I love you, yada yada.
No, it's not so much.
Not even that. No, something just
that's it's more so like appreciation.
words of
Yeah,
affirmation.
appreciation for whatever you do.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I know I grew up in a household with my mom and my brothers, and it's not like my mom didn't tell me she loved me, and she did, but she showed it, and that, because love is an action word. So you show it's always good to hear. Don't get me wrong, but when you show it or whatever, you appreciate it more when you hear it.
So acts of service.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Mo Green, what's your love language?
It all depends.
Well, I'll give them to you again. Words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, gifts, or physical touch.
All of them. But like I said, it all depends.
Okay.
If I'm in the stage of getting to know a woman, then it's going to be the communication, the what was the third one you said?
Well, you mean the love language?
Yes.
Okay, so it's words of affirmation,
Okay.
quality time, acts of service, gifts.
Acts of service.
Okay.
Acts of service.
Okay. So you want to see. I'm not seeing,
Yes.
but you want to like display the love.
Yes, display. So say for instance,
Show it.
so say for instance, I'm this type of person. Me and you dating. Let's say for instance, our third date.
Who's me and you? I don't do that.
Huh?
Go ahead, man. Let's mess with
Oh, I know. But anyway, sunshine. So anyway, like I said, okay, speaking of sunshine, so with her, for me, that's why I say it all depends. With her, it's intimacy, it's talking, the words of action, all of them that you listed. But prior to her, it would depend on a need to know basis. But getting to know a person, it would have to be actions. So say if I'm dating, like I said, the third date, and we decide to go out. I didn't pay for the two. And the check come, and I put $20 on there. And if the bill is $100 and you got something to say, I go ahead and pay it. But that right there lets me know I got to fall back.
Okay. All right, cool. Now, again, we're talking about how to love on our women. All right. Now, you mentioned communication.
Mhm.
Open and honest communication is crucial. Listen actively to her thoughts and feelings and express your own emotions and needs in a respectful way. I love you, girl. Goddamn, that can't say it like that.
Yeah, you can.
Well, you can in certain situations, but be nice, right? I love you. I love the fact that you do X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Right? Okay. Here we go. Oh, by the way, you guys, you all on point. Now, what's the president's love language? Some woman asking that. All right. I like physical touch. Physical touch for me. Yeah, I like physical touch. Touching is intimate, rubbing and just it's just intimate. That's what I like. All right, there we go.
Can I interrupt you for a minute, man?
No.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Breaking news, man. And I love Saint Boogie, and I had to look it up or whatever, man. Breaking news. liquor store, Happy's,
Yeah.
when on the corner.
Yeah.
He said, Pastor John Hanna just bought the store.
That's what's up. Okay.
Wow.
So that was going on. Yeah.
Hoping to bring the crime area down in Chatham.
Okay, that deserves a clap and a real
Okay.
clap,
Shout out.
you know,
Yeah.
man. Pastor Hannah doing this.
I'm glad I got
Good
my
stuff.
reporters out here, man, hooking
That's
me
what's
up.
up, man.
Yeah, thanks,
That's
St.
what's up.
Well,
Boogie.
you're the vice
Same
president for something.
Yeah,
I
he
tell
got
you,
me.
boy, you're coming through in the club
Now
like
you know.
George.
Now you know. All right. Now we're gonna continue with these because I'm getting a lot of feedback now.
Mhm.
Now, here we go. Another way to love on our women is emotional intimacy. Right? Now, create a safe space for vulnerability and emotional connection. Share your thoughts and feelings and be present for her during both good and challenging times.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just break. I mean, don't just be there just for that and then break when something happens. Be there, stay there. That's how we love on our women. Right? We're celebrating Women's History Month all month. These guys are going to have all type of history about women, and we're going to continue our conversation about loving on women. Now, here's another one, and then we're going to take a break after this one. Building trust. Do you trust us, ladies? In general, do you all trust men? Be reliable and honest in your words and actions. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. And on that note, 1, 2, 3.
It's more than radio.
We love y'all, ladies. We'll be right back.
We really do.
Oh, Blizz. Yeah.
Welcome back to Smooth Seven on AJ Saying, the show for Generation X, right here on My Radio Chicago. That's on the Support District Radio Network. What it is, y'all?
More than radio.
Shout out to all our listeners. Tonight's show is brought to you by Nancy's Home Care, helping people, changing lives. Go to www.nancyshomecare.com. Yes, I'm going to yell Nancy's Home Care like y'all hear that other man yelling that commercial.
Top dog, get your top dog. Top dog, get your top dog.
You promoting them on my joint. You know?
It's funny. It's funny because he sounds like David Chappelle.
Yeah, sure does. So, yes, helping people change their lives. And we're celebrating Women's History Month all month, and we'll have a lot of stories in history about women, both modern and past. All right, so let me shout out some more people. St. Boogie has chimed in, and thank you so much for that bit of information that you gave us earlier. And then my girl Melanie Smith, if you don't know who she is, she's a model, yes, and doing her thing. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you all for tuning in. All right, tonight's weather is brought to you by Nancy's Home Care, helping people, changing lives. Go to nancyshomecare.com. All right, today we had a high of what, man? 52 degrees. It felt like that. It always say feels like, but you know, it was a nice day, nice and sunny, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow we'll have a high of 64. Wednesday is going to rain. We'll have a high of 61. Then back to 44 on Thursday with more rain. Friday 54. Saturday and Sunday is going to rain, man. And so we're going to top off the week with about 56 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it in the weather. Now, coming up next, sports with Mo Green. See, nephew, let me talk to you about this. Your uncle right here, he developed this lane segment that plays this music. Remember this music you over? Yeah. No, I wasn't trying to be funny, but you know, it's sports with Mo Green.
Now, it's a lot we go discuss in sports today.
Yes, that's why I gave you all that time to shine.
But since our president is sporting our alma mater,
Chicago Vocational, CVCVCVS,
Chicago Vocational. Now,
sorry.
No, that's just our pride. That's all. So now, just to let y'all know that this is not scripted, I picked this because it was, I wouldn't say celebrating our high school, but it was a special announcement that was made last week. March the 14th, 2025, Chicago Vocational announced Armand Farmer as the new head boys basketball coach.
Armand Farmer.
Yes. With over 16 years of head coaching experience, Farmer brings a wealth of knowledge, leadership, and a deep commitment to player development that will help elevate the Cavaliers basketball program. Most recently, Coach Farmer served as an assistant coach at Corliss High School during the 23-24 athletic season. So, shouts out to this young man. Hope he do great things over there at Chicago Vocational. And that's it in the high school.
Yeah, he got a legend to live up to, because I think the best coach was Coach Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he have a lot to live up to, but I know he up to the challenge.
So now we're going to stay on the south side.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Where, as I stated earlier, it was a first for these two high schools in Chicago. Like I said, we're going to start on the south side, where the Diet Eagles, they defeated ACHS Saturday to become the 2A state champions.
Nice.
52-41. Now, we're going to travel out to the west side.
West Side,
where I heard a lot about this school, but I never knew it was until today. So West Side, stand up, because Chicago Hope Academy, they beat Eastland. They beat the brakes off of them, 71-38.
Jesus.
So that was their first state championship, and shout out to the West Side.
West Side.
So now, I'm gonna say the best for last because this young lady, she was the first woman to play in a big league baseball. So now we're going to turn our attention to the. Here you go. We're going to turn our attention to the NDA.
And what does NDA stand for?
No Defense Association.
So now,
Gee, I'll tell you, crack it up.
the only good thing I can say about this damn season,
It's almost over.
shit, it's 15 games till it's over. Look, our beloved Bulls, the one thing I can say is they was always consistent. Consistently in 5th place.
Consistently.
They stay 5.
Now, on a good note, in the last 5 games, they 4-1. They won 4 in a row and they lost Saturday to the Houston Rockets. 114 and 117. Well, hey, actually, it was a damn good game. And their next game, is tonight against the Utah Jazz. And our beloved Bulls, even with that loss, they put them on the season 28 and 39. So we'll see. Like I said, it's 10 games in the NDA tonight, but the 2 key matchup is yeah, we got to cut it short. It starts at 6:30. Well, we got the Miami Heat. They're going to the Mecca, and they taking on the New York Knicks at 6:30.
The Pretenders. Okay.
Okay, I agree with that. And then later on, we got Denver at Golden State.
Okay.
Hey, all BS aside, I ain't no Golden State fan. Hey, but playoff Jimmy over there, they looking good, man.
They looking good, man.
I see how far they go. They bench ain't looking too good, but like I said, in the nightcap, they bench ain't looking too good. But in the nightcap, that's Denver at Golden State at 9 p.m. So now we're gonna turn our attention to the MLB, where, as you can see, that's why I'm wearing a gray shirt.
Yes, that jersey, man.
That deserves a hand clap.
Yes.
Thank God it's on the spring training because the damn White Sox, they continue to play like they was playing last year.
Sorry, JJ.
So it is what it is. But that game probably about over. But anyway,
I was going to update you. They just lost 3-0 to San Francisco.
Okay, well, see, there we go. So that's it. But as of tomorrow at 5 a.m., AJ, I know you like that north side. Not in that way. But the Cubs will be playing the LA Dodgers in Tokyo.
Yeah.
AJ.
Arigato.
What the pitcher say when he came here last year? What'd he say?
Can we say it on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can say it.
What'd he say? I'm just happy to be here.
You're right. You said I'm just happy to be here.
So now
it's all love, y'all.
Yeah.
Don't come walking up on me.
So now this goes out to all the parents who have any children in athletics. I don't give a damn what it is. Football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, get them damn kids in sports.
I'm telling you.
Look here, man. Them damn Cincinnati Bengals, we're going to turn our attention to the NFL.
Yes.
I'll be damned.
It looking good on paper.
Cincinnati Bengals, they signed both their receivers, T. Higgins and Mr. Jamar Chase. Mr. Jamar Chase signed a 4-year, $161 million contract, 112 guaranteed. That's an average of $40 million a damn season.
I wonder what his checks looks like every 2 weeks.
About
Man,
$40 million, $350,000.
yeah.
something like that.
Probably $400,000 every 2 weeks.
T. Higgins, he signed a 4-year, $115 million contract. They didn't say how much of his was guaranteed. But for next season, you can just imagine. They said for the 25-26 season, them 2 receivers average alone would be $69.25 million. So if he's getting 40, T. Higgins is getting $29 million for next season. Well, this season.
That's incredible money.
Now, that's on the offense side. Kids, if you love playing defense, that's where it's at. Because Mr. Derek Stingley Jr., he signed a 3-year deal, $90 million with $89 million guaranteed. Now, the great thing about this is Jamar Chase is 26, T. Higgins is 25, and Derek Stingley Jr. is 24. So they go be due about two good more contracts. Now, Mr. Caleb Williams, they say he will probably be the second billion quarterback. They already say Mahomes is going to be it. They said by the time he finishes his rookie contract and move on to the next, they say Caleb Williams is projected to almost making $45 to $50 million a season.
Shit.
Wow.
So like I reiterated earlier, parents, if you have kids in sports.
Hey, Bryce played tennis. My man, keep it going.
Yes. Be there with them, support them,
Yes,
get them kids in sports, man.
Yeah, that's high hopes for Andre Jr. Boy.
Yeah. Man. So now, before we finish up in sports,
Well, everybody know he's going to the draft. He's in the draft.
Well,
like I mentioned earlier, we're going to talk about this young lady.
yes. So again, we're celebrating Women's History Month all month. So here we go.
So earlier I spoke about Miss Ida Platt.
Yes.
So now we're going to turn our attention to baseball. And the reason why I picked this is because anybody who knows Mr. AJ knows he's an avid baseball player.
Well, I used to.
He ain't that good at it, but hey, you give him an eighth halfer. No, I'm just messing with him. No, he was
decent.
So now, like I said, we're going to talk about Miss Toni Stone, which actually her name was Marcenia Lyle Stone, who was born July 17, 1921 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. As a teenager, she played for a local semi-professional team, the Twin City Colored Giants, as a second baseman.
Mhm.
That's a hell of a name, ain't it? Colored Giants. But hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. At some point in her life, she dropped the names Marcenia and Tomboy and became Toni.
Mhm.
The reason why they called her that because she was short in stature, like AJ, but she was a tomboy, unlike AJ. So now, in order to keep the fans interested, the Negro Leagues drafted women players including Stone, Connie Morgan, and Mamie Peanut Johnson. Stone's break came when Sid Pollock, owner of the Indianapolis Clowns of the Negro American League, signed her in 1953. She took the spot of Hank Aaron, who was signed to the Milwaukee Braves. According to the New York Times obituary published in November 10th, 1996, Pollock encouraged her to wear a skirt during the games, but she refused. She was a trailblazer in that aspect. Overall in her career, she played in a total of 50 games and had an admirable 243 average, which back then was pretty good. And for a woman,
43. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. She hits. She's hit.
She was considered fourth in the league. Now, it was reported that she got a hit off legendary pitcher Satchel Paige. Now, the good thing about that was she went on to play with future Hall of Famer Ernie Banks and Willie Mays. Now, Stone played for the Clowns until 1954 when the team traded her to the Kansas City Monarchs. With the Monarchs, she played against Connie Morgan, who played with the Clowns at that time. About 7,000 baseball fans share the opinion today that the Monarchs girls second baseman Toni Stone is quite the player. The Women's Sports Hall of Fame and the International Women's Sports Hall of Fame inducted her in November 2nd, 1996. So shout out to Miss Toni Stone.
Good stuff. You guys are awesome. I'm going to give you a raise. Okay. As of today, the world's going to hit this. I give Mo Green and Dre Jeff a raise. So give a round of applause. Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah.
I have a question.
I saw you on first, Dre Jeff.
Is that going to be in cash or EBT?
We'll talk about that after the show. Yes, sir.
Is that retro pay from the year ago?
Well, yeah, we'll talk about yes.
Okay.
That's all of that pay coming to. So,
So
all right.
just for future reference, if y'all come back next week
Exactly.
and the Black House is just down to 3 people, you'll know what happened.
To one?
All right. So again, we're celebrating Women's History Month, and I done some research on women and how to love on them and how to just treat them with the ultimate respect. Now, I did my research, and these are the things that I found. Let's say that. Okay, now we left off with building trust, right?
Mhm.
Now, the next one is, again, how to love a woman is to show affection. This is my favorite one of my favorites. Express your love through words, actions, physical touch. Small gestures of kindness and appreciation can go a long way. Do you
Mhm.
touch on Kim?
Mhm.
It took you too long to answer, Broham. Do you touch on Kim?
Well, you know, I don't. Yes, I do.
There
Yes,
you
I
go.
do.
Okay, because she's listening to you right now. She's wondering why you stuttering.
Because you being nosy.
Last week I asked her about what we talked about last.
Talk about that, but you can't talk about touch.
Last week was almost X-rated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How to love a woman, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Support her growth. Huh? Encourage her personal and professional development. Be her cheerleader. And support her dreams and aspirations, right? Mo Green, do you support your girl's dreams and aspirations?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to do. This is how we show love to women, our women. Spend quality time. Now, I was talking to a woman the other night. I'm always talking to women. And she said, it's a lot of F boys out here. And I'm like, wow, for real? I said, well, what is that? What do you mean by that? She said, all they want to do is F. I said, well, okay. She went on to mention about how it's hard dating as she gets older and things like that. But you know, the only hard part about it is as we get older as Generation X, our tolerance level is this low.
Yeah, very.
You saw the post on Facebook where the woman had so much zero tolerance. She heard the man's beep fire alarm go off. No, he don't change his alarm. I'm gone. That was so damn funny. Spend quality time, y'all. We can make this happen. Make an effort to spend time together, whether it's through shared activities, quiet evenings at home, or romantic dates. This is what I was getting to. Dates. What is wrong with dating? Nothing. We don't have to take dating to a level. Again, we loving on y'all. We want to make sure if it's who cares who pays, right? We want to date, and that's not happening a lot. Well, I won't say it's not happening a lot. I don't hear it a lot. Right? You like to, when you were available, did you like to date? You're not a dating man?
No.
You're not a date, ladies. Well, you're married, doesn't matter.
No, I mean, even when I was single, no, unless it was someone I was interested. I wasn't just going out, trying to find people and just say, hey, let's go out on a date. Let's do this. Let's do that. But if I sparked the interest in you or whatever, then yeah, we go out on a date.
So I think dating is when a person is really trying to find that other person through dating conversations, walks in the park, stuff like that, dinner, lunch, the movie. I think that's a process that, everyone.
Yeah, but are you going to take everybody out that you meet?
Never know. Never know. So Mo Green, are you empathetic?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
So be empathetic then. Try to understand her perspective, emotions. Even when you don't agree.
Yep.
Empathy fosters understanding and strengthens the bond.
But can I elaborate on that?
And again, we're talking about women's history and how to love our women.
Now, you mentioned empathy.
Yes.
A lot of men don't understand what empathy is.
Okay.
So how can they show empathy when they don't know?
So YouTube teaches you everything. All you have to do is pick up your phone and go.
I agree.
No, I'm kidding. Well, that's how you do it. But so what is empathy? We have a young man in the studio, right? Your son, I'm shooting going through this with him. He's your great father. Empathy is saying, Jay, man, I understand. Well, I can see how that makes you feel. What can we do to change it? How can I be of assistance? How, what can I do to help? That's being empathetic.
Yeah, because empathy does not always include input. Empathy can be a listening ear. Empathy can be just emphasizing and showing concern. Because the thing is, most people mistake empathy for always having to say something. you know, and that's not being empathetic. That's just being brash. You know what I'm saying? Or the way I look at it. Sometimes any one of y'all could come to me or whatever. Y'all just tell me something, and I'm just gonna sit there and listen. And
again, we're talking about the women
now. When you transfer that over into your relationship, sometimes it's just good to STFU.
Yeah.
You know,
especially when she's, you know,
enraged and all of that stuff. And hopefully you want them to calm down, but you're listening to them. And you trying to, even if you don't agree with them.
Yeah. Agree with them at that moment.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You don't have to.
This.
You
Yes.
don't have to. You don't have to agree with her, but you're listening to her. And sometimes that's all you want. You're listening. Now you could be sitting there, you know, just listening and whatever, and you want to react. But sometimes it's just not. My grandmother told me this years ago, with her being a phenomenal woman. She said sometimes the right thing to say is not the right thing to say at that time.
For sure.
So now you showing some type of empathy where you trying to say, okay, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you. You know, I'm trying to understand this. I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay.
I'm trying to get this together. So empathy can go all types of ways.
It can. It sure can. Now, again, we're celebrating women's history. We're celebrating women. And I'm telling you, the reason why is if you really think about it, all of us have come through a woman to get on this earth.
Most definitely.
Come through a woman. So we've all had some at some point. All right, now, show validation and appreciation. Acknowledge her strengths and accomplishments and let her know that you value her as a person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm for the back.
That's a true statement, but that's what I just said. Is a true statement. Unless it's a sincerity.
Thank you. I was going to correct you on that.
All of us had some strength. All right, listen.
You ain't had nothing.
Stacey Myers says, "Hey, kids." Erica Jackson says, "I think I'll start playing football." You know, true, yes, sir. True, Dre. Okay, Stacey. Erica Jackson says, "A listening ear is a form of empathy." Right? She agrees with that. Facts. Sometimes we want to vent. That's right. All right. Shout out to our listeners that who are chiming in.
Get Erica Jackson because that one is funny.
What?
She must have been listening to the sports.
That's what I'm saying. She said, I think I'll start playing football. For sure. For sure.
Hey, all right, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
Before you go on,
come on.
I just want to piggyback off something that you had mentioned about dating the people.
Yeah.
And Dre said, hell no. And I said, I was saying shit to that. This is my thing.
Right.
Back when I was out there. No, back when I was dating them. Maybe like in 2020, when I was 2021, I started dating to get out and see different things. That was my reason for taking out women, going out, whatever, dating women, see different things. And hey, and if it came along, we strike a good conversation. Hey, you know, it is what it is. But no, that was my main thing for dating. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, go out, but man, look, going up Greasy Spoon. You're going on 79th, we're going to Rainbow Beach. We're going to the Point, going up north. You know we getting? Yeah.
Hey, you know, it's what
that's
it is.
how you get to know people
Yeah.
in their different environments.
Yes. Sometimes, you know, my biggest thing was I used to like before I would even like say I'm going on a date with someone, I'm gonna talk to you before we go out. Of course. So, you know, then if I hear something that I don't like or keywords and all that stuff, okay, now we ain't going out.
No, we're still going. That's going to determine where we're going.
Well,
That's going to determine where we're going.
So I think we're getting off kilter, y'all. Here we go. Everything. We celebrate Women's History Month.
Women history.
And we're talking about how to love on our women.
Yeah, because they're phenomenal creatures.
That's I promise. You know, my mother's one of them. Your mother's one of them. You know, your mother's one of them. Just phenomenal women. All right. Find common ground, ladies and gentlemen, on how to love a woman. Explore shared interests. Like, what do y'all have in common? Values, right? And create opportunities for connection and, you know, shared experiences. Right? Find something that you like to do with her. Right now, there's a debate that's going on. I see it, you guys.
Shut up.
I see it. I don't want to do that. Maybe I don't want to do that. Well, find something that that you can do with her that may not be crocheting or shopping or something like that. You can find something where you guys have a common ground. Mo Green, you over there finna go crazy. What's up, bro?
I know it's common ground.
Yeah. And of course.
Yeah. Goofy.
That's just why you got 7G.
Hey, keep it plain and
One
simple.
sitting right there.
Hey, keep it plain and simple, man. Plain and simple.
Hey. So all you want to do is that all you want?
No, that's not all, but that's the most common ground that you're gonna get between a man and a woman. I mean, I'm sorry. Tell me I'm wrong, people. Hit them up, tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, so
you ain't wrong, but you ain't right neither. You ain't right neither.
I know they like, see, we thought they were nice, now they talk.
No,
we
no.
good, y'all.
I mean, because sometimes the common ground, I'm gonna tell you the biggest argument in the household.
Is sex a common ground?
It can be.
What's the biggest argument?
Television. I might want to watch football or something or whatever. And then, come on and watch The Bachelorette with me or The Bachelor.
I don't want that.
17.
That's why you got two TVs. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got their own TV.
But you want to find that common ground, and you can't even Netflix and chill if you can't. You might want to. And I understand. You don't have to watch this and you don't have to watch that. No, we have. I'm gonna tell you the common ground in my home is classic movies.
Okay.
Reason I said that is because she wasn't versed in classic movies coming up. I was versed in it, so then she found a common interest in it.
So
you 84.
You all experienced that together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So find a common ground other than sexual intercourse.
Well, that's the end game, right?
All right, here we go. All right. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, how to love a woman. Be patient and understanding. Of course.
Church.
Love takes time and effort. Be patient with yourself and with her, right? And remember that relationships are a journey, not a destination. That's profoundly said. I didn't write that. I'm saying I like that statement. Relationships are a journey, not a destination. So this is how we love on our women as we celebrate Women's History Month. Dre Jeff, tell the world, how do you love on your woman? Your woman. Not what the world says, but how do you love on your woman?
I try to say kind words.
Oh, one more time. Hey, Kim. Go ahead.
She get geeked on.
She loves that.
Yeah,
that's why we do it.
I try to say kind words, and I try to be understanding. I try to be empathetic. I try to do what she asks me to do. And just you have to you have to try, or you'll never know if it don't work. And I always say, and it's always a two-way street too. So sometimes you have to be the bigger person. Sometimes you have to, damn all that. You just got to do what's best to make it work for you.
Okay.
And there's, however, because you might do it another way, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just the way how you do it or whatever,
Okay. Mo Green, how do you love on your woman?
Well, it all depends on the time of the day. No, but seriously though, really, by communication, what I mean by communication is how the day went, what we got, going on for the week, for the month. To me, it's simple. Like I said, with her, communicating with her, watching movies, because a lot of stuff that she watch, I wouldn't.
Right.
But because it's who she is, you see what I'm saying? So, like I said, and oddly enough, I love going grocery shopping. I love going shopping. Yeah, I have no.
Man, you've been like that since we were kids, man. I ain't trying to do.
No, so I mean, but I know a lot of men don't. But I mean, that's how I love on her. I touch her, kiss her, every chance I can get. Hold her hand, even while we driving. You see what I'm saying? This, and like that's my love language: intimacy, touching, kissing, caressing.
So you combine all of the love languages.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because I mean, I as I got older, I learned that. And like I said, Dre, even though when I was growing up, I used to like the Essence, the Ebonies, the GQs, the Women Worlds. I used to read them books to get the knowledge of women, not just African American, different women.
I used to take the Jet Beauty was always on page 43.
Yes.
Yeah, you going straight
43. We went
Listen.
straight to Jet Beauty.
Yep.
And I will pull that out and hang her on my wall.
Yes. And don't forget Right On as well.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but for me, my ultimate love language is touch.
Yeah. Now, how did I know Jet Beauty was on page 43?
Because
I remember that. So your love language is touch.
Yes, my ultimate love language is touching. Yes.
I agree. I like touching her as well. All right, we'll take us a break.
Touching who?
Oh, you been?
Oh, okay.
No, women.
He's finna get.
You know when I'm. No,
When you said touching her.
her is like just her.
Okay, but I was speaking.
In
I
general.
thought you was okay. My
I
bad.
wasn't talking about your girl.
Okay, I hope not.
No, he was finna whoop your.
What's it?
It's more than radio.
Before we take a break, we want to take y'all. Yes. We'll be right back.
Honey deep with the crew. That's how we move. My young boys got that tune. That's how we move. I've been roots and that's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move. Honey deep with the crew. That's how we move. My young boys got that tune. That's how we move. I've been roots. That's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move. Yeah. God, I trap hard. Yeah, it's that hard. They act hard. Let the max squad turn to get the track stars. There's no limit. I'm gonna get it. Don't sneak this on this squad. What up, tip with 4 minutes? Won't waste time with that broad. And no bills. Some of them getting on crack cards. I'm talking that tough talk. And this shots fired at that bar. I'm getting be savage. Catching this nigga. Mad in my city, they like please stop them, man. It's MOP, that's how it be. I put this machine up on me and my little homie just did 3. Just let all my get now free. I've been around with that heat, but I've been trying to keep the peace. All these foot soldiers in these streets trying to get a name on me. Trust me, you don't want that beef. His body's on that heat. And the that against that, it made his soul rest in peace. You don't want that beef. My homes again go sweet. And the last that against that made his soul rest in peace. I live deep with the crew. That's how we move. My young boys got that tune. That's how we move. I've been to school. Yeah, that's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move. I live deep with the crew. That's how we move. My young boys got that tune. That's how we move. I've been to school. That's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move.
And with that, it's off the telephone. Off sneak this on the internet. I'll get you whacked in public. On a hard, no substance. Cracking cars all done. D12, I'm a mini man. Round blickers in the minivan. Arm leg. Spot a hopper, then we get him dead. Finessing houses if they renege. Other words, she gave head here. I'm on Operation Flow. It's on someone you should get in tune with. Smoking dope in the form with. Dirty money, get in the flame. Open heads in the magazine. Turn a party to a murder scene. If I send them, then they murder ring. Silent shots, they ain't heard a thing. MOB won't give a bird a wing. Straight drop, they ain't hit the lane. Double trigger 40 with a beam. But really show me what it in the mean. Face shots on the back block. Try to run, get the back pop. 8K make a max stop. Flip, I look in the laptop. 30 shot, got my hand hot. Law come, we ain't stand this shit. We ain't on that plan. This shit will come through French.
Get deep with the crew. That's how we move. My young boys got that too. That's how we move. I've been to let's go. Yeah, that's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move. I get deep with the crew. That's how we move. My young boys got that too. That's how we move. I've been to let's go. That's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move. Yeah, that's how we move. Yeah.
During these difficult times, we must not give in. Working together saves lives. So to help stop COVID-19, let's do the 5. 1, wash your hands often for at least 20 seconds. 2, elbow, cough into it. 3, face, don't touch it. 4, stay more than 6 feet apart. 5, feel sick, stay home and rest. From all of us at My Radio Chicago and the Support District Radio Network, be well and stay safe.
Who the hell is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eyes. See who's this paging me and why? It's my man Pop from the barber shop. Told me he was in the gambling spot and heard the intricate plot. Some people want to stick me like fly paper, neighbor. Slow down, love, please chill, drop the paper. Remember all your peoples from the hill up in Brownsville that you wrote that street smoke lights and that nice.
With AJ saying the show for Generation X right here on My Radio Chicago. That's on the Support District Radio Network, where it is what my people
more than radio.
Is this paging me at 6? All right. Woman with BBL gets fired. Says too many dudes were pulling up trying to shoot their shot. Now, isn't that why you got the BBL? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Isn't that why? Yeah. So let's get ignorant real quick. So what's better, BBL or natural?
Natural.
Mo Green?
Natural.
7G?
Natural.
Natural. All right. You heard it here. And of course, the president likes the BBL. No, I like natural. Natural.
The thing is, from what they say, is the BBL natural is good to look at, but the natural is better to put in your hands.
Because the natural, you got okay, I'm sorry. We are celebrating the Women's History Month. You know what I'm saying? So, but for real, we really, really want to make sure we recognize our women. Thanks, Dre. That's another fine for you. All right. Now, we have this young man who's been sitting in our studio, just the great looking guy. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe that's your son. I think you're just claiming him. But no, great looking guy. Sat here and kicked it with us, man. Why don't you tell everybody who you are? He already kind of gave a prelude, but tell everybody who you are.
My name Keontae. I go by Tay Taylor. I'm a producer, engineer, drummer, DJ from the south side of Chicago, Chicagoland, Marquette Park area.
Nice. So you do a lot of stuff, man. None of that was taught by your father, but you do a lot of stuff. Now I'm messing around. So how did you become a producer? What lead us down the road to up until today?
So it all started when I was young. My granddad, he was a gospel quartet singer. Mm-hmm. So from a child, I was always with him. I was every time they went to go perform, I was always by his side. So that's what really got me into music. I really never cared for sports like that. I pretty much knew what I wanted to do when I was a shorty. So
Daddy did.
And not to mention, you didn't force anything, because that's bad to do. Yeah. I've made that mistake, I think. And I'm sorry, Bryce, but that's probably why you don't like baseball. Go ahead, Keontae. I'm sorry.
But but yeah, that's what started, playing around on the keyboard, playing the drums, quartet music. I love quartet.
Me too.
music.
I love quartet music because I didn't know you was right. I play drums too. I play bass.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have to link up or something.
Yeah. That's right.
No problem. Man.
All right.
But my 8th grade year, I performed at a talent show. I did a rap at a talent show at my school, and I was never really into rap like that. I really just wanted to make beats, but I did it anyway. I performed. The kids went crazy, so that's what got me into rapping. I rapped up until I want to say my senior year. Well, after I graduated high school, I stopped rapping. That just wasn't my main field. I really wanted to produce, have my own studio. That's what I really wanted to focus on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's not always about sports, Dre Jeff.
It's not.
Right. These kids, these young people, because he's a grown man, but they know what they want.
Yeah. Because he can remind me of me. I started playing the drums. I was about 6. And then I think I got serious with the drums about 12. Then I was playing at different gospel shows, like Gospel Fest downtown, opening for stuff, people and all that stuff, traveling around, opening, playing at churches and stuff. Then when I think I turned about 17, 18, got into the bass.
Okay.
And, I'm like, because basically like Sunday afternoon, that's all I do is play quartet golf.
Okay.
And that's that's just a love. Yeah. It's just a love, it's going back. I don't have really nothing against like this new genre of gospel, the praise and worship. It's fine, but it's just not.
You don't have no soul.
Thank you.
I'm glad you said that. Coming from a young man.
Coming from a young man.
That's right. That's right.
It don't have no soul. And this is the funny thing. I was listening to BB Winan yesterday, and BB Winan is about as old school as you can get. But he had a new song that come out. And as I'm listening to this new song, I'm singing Johnny Gill because it was the same beat. And I'm sitting up there like, I'm like, what's going on with this gospel music and all that stuff, whatever. But I know what you said. What was your grandfather's name?
James Crawford. He sung with the Silver Star Singers. They sung at a gospel fest downtown.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then man.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. So what are you doing right now today? What's on your plate?
Right now, I'm just mainly producing and engineering, and I still play drums. I don't DJ as much. I mainly did that in high school.
Yeah.
Then a little bit after I graduated high school, but right now I'm mainly focused on DJing. My fault. Producing, engineering, and I play the drums at my church. So
good stuff. Good stuff. You look just like your dad. Man. Just a little bit lighter than that guy over there. All right. So welcome. You're always welcome. Your nephew. You know what I mean? It's good to see you. Looking good, man.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
Shout out Scoop Era.
Yeah. Who you want to shout out for sure?
Scoop Era, independent Chicago brand.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
That's the joggers that you got on.
Yep.
I need one of them.
For sure.
I need one of them.
And an extra small.
Make sure we get one of them. Okay, that's your time. All right. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna take one more break. And as a matter of fact, no, because we got to get out of here a little bit earlier tonight. So what we normally do is we do shout outs, me and Dre, Jeff, and Mo Green. But Mo Green has kind of switched that up. And that's why I like him to go first, because it's so dope. So now this is Mo's moment.
Today, I'm going to talk about character. I'm not going to target any specific age group, but as individuals. But before I get into character, I'm going to define. It can be used as a noun or a verb, but I'm going to use it as a noun. The mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. Us four sitting here, I'm sure that at some point in time, our name, character been lied upon. Correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Just happened to me.
Yeah, a year ago. Yeah.
So now, with that being said, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. They lied on you to a lot of people. However, when the people met you, the lie did not match up with what they saw in you. Your character will always outshine the lie. That's all I have. I'm gonna keep it sweet and simple. And I have multiple inspirationals that I have, but today this stuck with me for some reason. And like I mentioned this once before, maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. The place where I work, anybody who know me, the way I am now, that's why I'm at work. I come in, do my work, move around. A lot of people, why you don't talk? I was never that person, even when I was in high school. So what the hell makes you think at 52, God winning 53 this year, I'm gonna do it now? So anybody, whoever name been lied on, and I know it has been, remember, if your character, your intent is good, it will always outshine that lie.
Dope. Simple as that. Trey Jeff.
Oh man.
Hey, well, first of all, before we transition, my bad. Mo's moment is becoming a hit, man. They loving your moment. I'm telling you, we're gonna do comments after that.
I'm gonna be like the TV show on the basketball show. The Mo's Moments has been brought to you by nobody. Nobody. No, but shout out to God, for giving us a chance to wake up and do this all over again. Whatever you can't fix today, you can always fix it tomorrow. God's will. Shout out to you, the fans, coming back once again to give you this content. We enjoy this ourselves or whatever. Shout out to my family, everyone. I love y'all. Shout out to my son and his new bride.
Yes.
So
hey,
shout out,
congratulations.
Yeah. So to Mr. and Mrs. Dre Jeffs Jr. Yeah, there you got it.
Just like that.
Congratulations, son. I love you. Can't wait to see you. Also, shout out to my man here for all the support. To both of y'all, actually, shout all the support and love that you have shown me in the last 35 years.
Celebrating that.
No, actually,
since 86.
39 years.
You should say 40 years. Ooh,
next year is 2026, right?
Yeah.
And we've been knowing each other since 86, right?
Yeah.
39 years of brotherhood.
That's dope.
Yeah, shout out. I gotta give a hand clap and a real clap.
That's
all the support and love. When we don't miss a beat, but when we do, we just jump right back on it like nothing ever happened or whatever. And that says a lot to me, and I love y'all guys, man.
That's what's up. We love you too, man. That's what's up. Before I'm sorry, were you done?
No, Mr. President.
All right, now I want to give a shout out to My Radio Chicago at the 312 Awards. Brought home a bunch of winners from our personalities, so we are definitely growing. Located right here on 79th Street, just right past Vernon, right on Vernon, I should say. You'll see the green logo. That's where My Radio Chicago is located. So shout out to our station, our fearless leader, Shy Blizz. Yes, and all the personalities here doing their thing, getting those awards over there at the 312 Awards. All right, question for the young lad: does the young man produce music for independent film?
Hey, I produce for anything. So any challenge, I will take it. So hey, hit me up at It's Tay Taylor on Instagram. Let me know what you want to work on and we'll get to it.
So how do we get to you again? What's your handles?
At It's ITS Tay Te Taylor TAYLOR.
That's right. That's how you get to him to get that music done for your independent film. And and St. Boogie said, money earning burning. Stacy is over here cracking up at something. I'm sure she'll let us know.
Stacy, that's my girl.
Yeah, I know. I love her so much. Now, and she's another CBS alum. 1990 to be specific.
Yes.
Me. Shout out to you, the fans. You guys make it happen. I come up with this content because of you. and I talk to y'all all the time, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of this 7-year run. Wow, we've been doing this for 7 years, and we're going to continue to do this, right? Because we got these new additions up. They ain't even new. They part of the team, right? We're doing what we do here. So thank you. And shout out to my mom. She's a phenomenal woman.
Yes, she is.
She's doing her thing. Her birthday is coming up on the 28th. She'll be a ripe young age of 86 years old.
86 years old.
28th of this month. So shout out to my mother.
Yes.
And you know, my brother turned 52 on his birthday, and Bryce, his birthday is the 31st of this month. So a lot was happening June of that prior year.
Yeah,
all right.
it was.
Love y'all so much. We'll be back next Monday. Just tune in every Monday night from 5 to 7 right here on My Radio Chicago. That's on the Support District Radio Network, where it is what, people? More than radio. We are out of here. We love you, and we'll see you next week. We are out of here.
Next week.
Next week, baby. Love.